In this video, we are going to learn about 1-point perspective, 2-point perspective and 3-point perspective. The line that I drew is called the horizon and the dot I have put is called vanishing point. So first we are going to learn 1-point perspective. So I have taken a simple example here. So these lines are helping lines to draw the pavement, the trees and the huts. So let's move on to the picture. Keep your books in the landscape position. Draw the horizontal line. That is the vanishing point. The vanishing point can shift to the right or the left of the horizontal line because there can be a road that is coming from the left side or a river flowing from the right. In case we have a railway track or a passage here or a road that is just directly in front of you, then you can use these guidelines to draw a picture. When you draw the standing lines on the sides of the pavement, make sure they are not slanting. Always they should be standing lines parallel to the side of your book. They are perpendicular lines. So as they go closer to the vanishing point, the distance will reduce. You can just eyeball the distance by gradually reducing the dots and make sure, like how I move the scale, it should be parallel to the side of your book. So all the standing lines will be exactly standing and all the sleeping lines will be parallel to the horizon. That is the divider on the road. So that will also taper and meet at the vanishing point. And one thing you have to observe, the size is reducing as it is reaching the vanishing point. So these lines are helping me to draw the tree. So the tree trunk will start from there, it will end in the second point. So I'm going to show you a common mistake that all of us make when we draw perspective. Assume we have trees in a row, and that is how you mark the next trees. You have to draw a diagonal line from the previous tree through the middle one. That will mark the point for the next tree. I hope you can find out the mistake. The trees are all slanting. They are not parallel to the sides of your book, is it not? So we have to correct this. Draw the guiding lines one more time if you have made a mistake, and make sure the trees are parallel and are spaced evenly by using the trick I am showing you to draw the dotted lines diagonally to find the placement of the next tree. So make sure that the size of the trunk will reduce as it reaches the vanishing point. So the leaves of the tree will start and end in the second line. Now let's draw the tiles on the pavement. So every line will start from the vanishing point. And now draw lines parallel to the horizon. Only thing, the distance will keep on reducing. The first tile will look bigger, and as it goes closer to the vanishing point, it will look smaller in size. You can take the pavement lines that you have marked as a guideline to draw the tile lines. So we have completed the tiles. And now you can add roots, plants, you can add paddy field in between the tree and the horizon. That is up to you. Here is the helping lines, the lines that we drew. And keep your picture neat. Now we move on to the huts. How many lines do we need to draw the hut? 3 lines, 1 for the base and 2 for the roofs. So as I said, all the standing lines will be standing, the roof lines will be slanting, and the line on the other side of the house will also be a line parallel to the horizon. So the roof line is slanting, that is parallel to the side of your book, and this line is parallel to the horizon. So if you continue drawing the huts in the same pattern, in between the lines you will get huts in a row and in perspective. Instead of the trees, you can draw lamp poles, electric poles. You can draw a different tree. You can change this whole scenery into a city landscape. You can change this to a railway track, a village scenery, anything you wish to. Be careful when you draw the doors and windows also. Every line will start from the vanishing point. So to balance the picture, add some far background like coconut trees and bushes and trees far away. Mountains also. You can add clouds and birds. I hope you have understood the concept of one-point perspective. To draw 2-point perspective, we need horizon and a vertical line. Now we imagine ourselves standing at the corner of a street. Here, the lines of the building seem to meet at 2 points on both sides of the street. So I've shown the main lines in red and the building lines will be done in blue. So these are the blocks of the building that stand in a row in 2-point perspective. So you can imagine the cuboid, the bigger one and to the smaller one till the vanishing point. So the rule in 2-point perspective is we have 2 vanishing points and all the lines will meet at 2 vanishing points. One set of lines will meet at the right side and the other set of lines will meet at the left side. Make sure every line will be slanting, and remember the line, the eye level line, that is the red line. Eye level line is nothing but the horizon. So as you come closer to the horizon, the line will be parallel to your book, will not slant, and the angle of the line will be slanting upward and downward, above and below the horizon. This is very important. So the lines above the horizon will be slanting upward and the lines below the horizon will slant up downward. Follow the same rule throughout the picture. On every tiny bit of line that you draw, let it be standing or slanting. Use a scale till you understand the concept. So you can add in the windows. Make sure if there are 2 windows on a building, the window on the other side will be smaller than the window that is closer to the vertical line that we drew. That is the midpoint of the picture. The windows that are closer to the vanishing point will be smaller. So you can add in shops, signboards, trees, lamp poles, etc. to the picture and modify it. So whatever you draw should have dimension, like the signboard that I'm drawing will be a cuboid. So you have to draw a thin cuboid here. I hope you have understood the concept of 2-point perspective, and we'll learn 3-point perspective now. Three-point perspective is nothing but there are lines meeting at 3 points, 3 vanishing points. It can be bird's eye view or worm's eye view. So we have a horizon like the other 2 perspectives, and now all the lines will be meeting at 2 points on both sides. There are 2 vanishing points. The best example is standing at the foot of a tower and looking up at it. So the sides of the tower will meet at 2 vanishing points, that is one to the right and one to the left, whereas the tower will meet at 1 point at the top and the sides of the building will be slanting. So that is our 3rd vanishing point. That is vanishing point 2 and that is vanishing point 3. Now the rules are same as 2-point perspective. All the lines will meet at the vanishing point, and all the lines will be slanting above the horizon and below the horizon. So the next line that we draw will be on the horizon. Now this is a little bit slanting, match it to the vanishing point, and the next line will be on the horizon. So that is the eye level. So now we change the angle of the lines because it is below the horizon. So you can add in more buildings to the sides of this tower. Only thing you have to keep in mind is the side lines of the building. They will keep slanting and will be parallel to each other. So follow the same rules and try to draw a 3-point perspective picture.